All right, everyone, welcome to today's class. My name is Kate with Scott Leroy Marketing. Today, I'm going to be going over new agent orientation with you guys. Now, I always like to emphasize this is a new agent orientation with Scott Leroy Marketing. So you may also have a new agent orientation in your local office. You may also have one with your board or something like that. You definitely want to still attend those because things that we cover versus what they cover is going to be very different, okay? So, new agent orientation. The first thing we want to start with is going to be your Keller Cloud Setup Complete email, okay? You should have received an email similar to this. It will say Keller Cloud Setup Complete. It should have your name and your Market Center number, okay? If you have not yet received this, there's a few reasons why. We may just be working on your setup, or we may not have received a questionnaire from you just yet. So that questionnaire initiates the setup process for our team to get started on all of your KW systems and platforms. Now, each office is a little different as to how they handle getting you the questionnaire. Some will fill it out for you, some will send it to you to fill out. Some will have us send it to you, so it can be a little different from every office. If you're not sure if you have completed that, definitely check with your market center on what their process is, and then you can definitely come and fill out a questionnaire if you need to. We are going to go through those questionnaires first, and then we'll take a look at the setup that you get after that questionnaire is completed, okay? So first things first, on our Scott Leroy website, you are going to come to Agent Resources and Questionnaires, okay? Now, I want to point out all of these questionnaires are going to take you to the same form, okay? We'll click on a couple just so you can see what I'm talking about. They're going to open up a form here. It's going to look the same on most of them. This one's slightly different. It's going to have you hit next, and then it will look the same. We're going to go over the different types of questionnaires because that's going to help you to understand the questions that you may be seeing here, like join KW, already at KW, etc. Okay? So the different types of questionnaires and questions you may want to pay attention to are going to be based on these types of questionnaires. So the first one is a new agent. Okay? If you are a new agent, it does not mean that you are just new licensed. It means that you are new to Keller Williams. Okay, so you could have been in the business for 5 years, 10 years, whatever. If you have never been with KW, you could still fall under this new agent questionnaire. Okay, that just means we're starting from scratch with your setup, and it just lets us know. Now, the next questionnaire is an admin questionnaire. Okay, this is a great questionnaire for someone who is going to be unlicensed. Maybe you are going to be working on a team of agents or a team with other agents. Maybe you're going to be a transaction coordinator or marketing support, something along those lines. You would be this category here, okay? Just lets us know that your profiles are a little bit different than a licensed agent. A capper. A capper is generally someone who has higher production. Most likely you are with a different brokerage and you are transferring to KW or moving to KW. This lets us know that we need to get your setup very quickly because you may have potential business, and we need to make sure that everything goes smoothly and fast, just so that there is no lapse in your business and cause any disruption for you, okay? Generally, capper, you have quite a few deals under your belt, and that is where you would fall. Next is an expansion agent. Now, an expansion is going to be any associate that is going to be in more than one KW office, okay? So if you live in neighboring states and maybe you're going to hold your licenses in 2 different offices, maybe you vacation somewhere, whatever the case may be, if you are going to have your license active in more than one KW office or not licensed, if you're going to be in more than one KW office, you would fall under that expansion. Next is going to be hidden setup. If you need a hidden setup, generally this is going to mean that you are most likely coming from a different brokerage. Most likely when we see these, you have some pending deals that need to finish with the other brokerage, but we need to get your KW system set up right away. Again, just to help with that smooth transition to KW, okay? That allows us to hide your public-facing profiles until the transition has been fully made. Next is Market Center staff. Sorry about that. Market Center staff is pretty self-explanatory. This would mean you are joining the office staff under any role. That just lets us know, again, we need to set up your profiles a little bit differently. The next one here is returning. This is going to be any KW associate who has been with KW, left for any length of time, and is now coming back to KW. You could have been gone for 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, 12 years. If you've ever been with KW and you are coming back, you would fall under that returning category, okay? Next is team. So similar to the admin, however, generally this specific one means that you are most likely a license agent joining a team. Maybe you're going to be a listing agent or a buyer's agent, something along those lines. This just lets us know, again, we need to fill out your profiles to make sure they are set up to display the team information. Tech refresh. This is a great one for existing agents. Again, we're always adding new things to be of service to you guys during onboarding. So if you joined us 5 years ago, 6 years ago, some of the things we're offering now were not offered then. So if you're an existing agent and you want to audit your tech, make sure you are utilizing everything we have available, you can complete a tech refresh, okay? That's going to allow us to go in, make sure everything is available to you, and allow you to utilize all of those services. So great for existing agents. Next is a transfer. Transfer would mean you are moving from one KW office to a different KW office, okay? That lets us know we need to not only, we need to make sure that your profiles are changed from one to another, okay? So one at KW office to a different one. And again, these will all redirect you to the same spot. However, the questions are going to kind of pinpoint where you should start if you select one of these. So if we do returning, if we take a look at tech refresh, it's usually going to already drop onto one of those buttons based on what you selected. And then the next questions that will come, again, going over those different questionnaires, it will help you to understand where you may fall. All right. Now, for your questionnaire, you do have to have already completed your Market Center invite, okay? That is what creates your initial KW account and gets that system active so that we can process the rest of your setup, okay? So Market Center invite and then questionnaire, and we can get you set up. Now, once we receive your questionnaire within 1 to 2 business days, you will generally receive this email. Again, it should have your name where it says example, and it should have your Market Center number plugged in. When you scroll down, you'll see a kind of little GIF here. And as you go down, there is a video. This video is going to go over a lot of what we're covering today. So you can definitely check that out. As we move down, you'll see notes from your onboarding team. This is important to pay attention to. If there was something we were not able to set up, if something with command was down or causing issues, excuse me, we would notate that here for you and let you know to either reach out to us or what the next steps are to get that completed, okay? So definitely pay attention to those. Moving down, you're going to have your SLM website password. This is just the password to log into our Scott Leroy website. I'm already logged in, but it will usually have a login button there. You do have to plug in your Market Center number to access any of our resources. Your SLM website password will always be your Market Center number for everyone in your office. So whatever number is listed on your setup should also be right here for you. And then there's a couple of links you can check out, how to log in, learning to use our website. Moving down, you'll find your KW system, username, and password. These logins are going to be for most of your KW platforms, okay? It's going to give you a list of a few of them. For example, KW Command, the Command app. Connect has moved into Command, so it's the same. Your Keller Home Loans. Any of your KW systems are generally going to use these, okay? So it will have your username and password there. It will have a link how to use Command. Moving down, you'll find your Google Workspace. Every KW agent is able to have a kw.com email. You get to decide if you'd like one or not on your questionnaire, if you want one set up or not. We can always come back if you said no and create one. But your KW email is going to provide you with the full Google Workspace. So you're going to have access to all of the different services within the Google platform. And I shouldn't say all because there are some limitations with those, but you'll have Google Sheets, Google Drive, you get Gemini AI with your KW email. So there are a lot of Google resources you will get with that. You log into your KW email through the Gmail platform, just like this here. You can click over here and add an account. It will allow you to sign into multiple accounts if you already have one, already have a Gmail. If you requested for forwarding to be set up, we would let you know if we were able to complete that. And then, of course, there are additional links and information here to help out. Moving down, your KW Command website. Your KW Command IDX website is your consumer website, okay? So if we go to Scott's here, it is branded to you. It is your website for you to share with clients, friends, family, etc. We'll give it a second to load here. Close a couple of these. This website does not have an agent login, okay? So it will say login. There is no agent login for that platform. If you need to make edits or changes to your website, you will do that through your command platform. You can create a login, but there is no edit capabilities or agent features within the actual platform itself. So you'll log in through command to make changes. And it looks like we're just struggling, so we'll try to come back to that. Your command mail. This is generally going to be your KW email. This is what is used for sending campaigns and things like that through command. So you'll see that listed here. Moving down, your consumer app. This is similar to that KW consumer website. They're kind of linked together. So you also will not have an agent login for this. Again, it's done through command. You can create an account, but this is going to be your branded app. So you can share that with friends, family, clients, and they can search for properties, okay? Moving over your KW agent profile. This is going to be the profile that shows on kw.com. Hopefully we're not running into some issues here because nothing is loading. kw.com is the generic KW site. It does allow for people to search for an agent. Okay, so they can search for an agent. When they search for you, that is going to be the profile that is referred to here. Moving down, Keller Home Loans. That's going to be your login for that, as well as a video about that, and Keller Covered as well. Moving down, you'll see Twilio. Twilio is not a service that we set up. It does require you to select a specific subscription. It's also going to require you to add payment information. So not something we set up, but we do encourage you to use that for smart plans and things like that. And this will go over how to set that up and get started with that. Moving down, this can vary from office to office. You should see DocuSign. You may also see a dotloop login down here. It will depend on your office and what they utilize as to what we set up. DocuSign and dotloop are going to be used for sending contracts and things to your clients for signatures and to be completed. So you should see those logins here. If you're maybe a returning agent or already had an account connected, don't want a KW email, we can't fully set those up, or we won't disconnect to set up a new account. So if you are seeing that an account was not set up, there's going to be some other steps that may need to be taken, okay? Okay, thank you, Miriam, for letting me know. There may be some updates coming or something, and that's why we're seeing that delay. One thing I want to point out here as well is this security question. It will be different on everyone's questionnaire, but in the event that you ever need to reset your DocuSign, Definitely save this because you will need this security question to reset those logins, okay? Moving down, your additional logins. These are generally going to be third-party platforms that we do assist with. So you will see Gemini AI. Again, that is utilized through your KW email. We do have some resources on how to get started with that. Instacart. Instacart is going to be a digital business card. It's going to allow you to share your details and information digitally. You can log in and make edits. You can share that link, etc. So this is just a digital business card. Moving down, you will see a Zoom link or a Zoom login. These are free accounts. There is no paid services with these. These are just things we are doing to help out. So basic accounts, but you'll have a Zoom email and password to sign in. That allows you to jump on calls like this. You'll also see TidyCal. Again, a free account, not paid. It's going to allow people to schedule appointments. So as you can see, it says it's a scheduling automation platform, allows clients to book times with you. So great resource for you to use. It can be connected to your Google Calendar. So make sure people can't schedule appointments during times you are unavailable. Moving down, we are also setting up Canva. This may look a little different in the future, but currently we are setting these up. They are free basic accounts. There is a KW Canva partnership coming. It is expected early next month. And we're not fully aware of what all of those details will look like and how that will work just yet until it's live. So currently we are still setting up those accounts. Again, they're free. And if you have a paid account, you can continue to use that as well. Okay. But we do have free templates and things that you can utilize through this link if you are using Canva. Moving down, helpful resources. We do have a ton of different links on here for you guys to access and use. Some next steps, which we're going to take a look at on our website as well. Things that we can assist you with as a new agent to help you get started. A few of them are listed here, starting with sending us your database. If you have contacts in your phone or a different CRM or different platform, those are a great way to start your business and generate buyers and sellers, people that you already know and you already have a relationship with. So getting those people exported from your phone or different platform and imported into your command so you can start communicating with them is going to be a great way to get started as a new agent. You can send us up to 5 CSV or Excel files per month that we can go ahead and reformat and import to your command for you. Another great thing to get started with as a new agent, announce that you've joined KW or moved to KW. We have a tutorial that goes over how to do that, but they can't work with an agent if they don't know you're an agent. So secret agents, you gotta get your name out there. So this is a great way to get started with that, okay? Other ways to get started as new agents, we do have a 30-day jumpstart challenge. Most of the new agents that have gone through our setup are automatically enrolled in those. There are some that are not, but generally that is set up. It's going to put you on a 30-day smart plan to, again, give you different tasks and activities to get you started with your business and moving forward. So you'll usually find those as tasks in command with different activities you can do, again, to get started. If you need help with your bio, we'll take a look at where you can complete this form on our website, but we can help actually write your bio for you if you'd like. We can also make sure it gets updated within your platform if you need. And then, of course, making sure you're self-learning and training so you can always access all of our training materials through here is a great way to get familiar with command and all of the different things you can do within. Other support numbers and email addresses to keep on file. We have KWRI, Keller Home Loans, DocuSign, Scotland Marketing, of course, and then Twilio. Most of you should see some attachments at the bottom of your email as well. One of those will be a QR code that is for your branded consumer app. One will be a QR code for your branded consumer website. Those are yours to use on marketing. You can share them. People can scan them. They will be redirected. So great to use on different flyers and things that you are making. You should also have a Just Join Forces graphic. It may or may not have a photo if you submitted one during your questionnaire. If it doesn't have a photo and you need it to be added, you can always reply to this email and we can add that, as well as change any information that may need to be updated, okay? And you can use this to post, again, announce that you've joined KW, all of that good stuff. You may also have your email signature attached here as well. I know that some are getting that, so you should see that here as well if you have one. Especially if we didn't set up your KW email and just add it to your settings. If we did, you should see that when you create a new email, okay? All right, so that is our Keller Cloud setup complete. The next few things we want to show you are going to be on our Scott Leroy website. So we're going to head there. And we're going to primarily hang out under this Agent Resources tab, okay? So we went over questionnaires. The next tab is for websites. This is going to be a great place to come if you want to learn how to make customization and enhancements to your KW site. You can skip down to this section here once you've launched your KW site, and it will go over how to add testimonials, featured listings, etc. There's even some articles that will go step by step on how to make those enhancements as well. Moving down, your next one is going to be live webinars. That is just a link to jump on this Zoom every day whenever we have a class going on. It will add you directly to our class. The next one we have is training. If we go straight to the training calendar, this is where we were when we first joined class, but this will give you how to jump on the live class again if you need to jump on. All of our classes are recorded and can be found on our YouTube. You can use this link to access those. Again, you can find all of those classes. You can click on them and add them to your calendar. You can also add the entire Scott Leroy calendar to your Google Calendar if you'd like. All you need to do is hit this Add to Google Calendar, and as long as you are logged in, it will go ahead and add that directly to your calendar for you. Again, these links have usually a description. They will also have the Zoom link so you can jump on. So great way to easily find those on the go and jump on to any class. Moving down, you'll also find some printables if you are a paper person and maybe want to hang this at your office or your desk. You can find those based on time zone. If you click on those, it will open a PDF format of the classes. You'll see they're broken down by day of the week, and to the right of each class, it will have the date of that class. Okay, so you can kind of come here and figure out which ones you want to jump on and use that. And we also have the September. This is generally ready by mid-month, so you can always come here to find those. And then an overview of classes. We do need to update these a little bit, but most of them are still up to date. These will give you just a brief description of each class, so you can kind of know what to expect. Moving down, we have SLM challenges. Again, if you maybe did not get set up on the 30-day challenge and you'd like to check it out, you can come here for those. They will redirect you to form. Not this one. This one will give you each day. A lot of ours will give you a form and you can fill it out. You can also find a printable version if you like paper again. But it will go over those different tasks again to see kind of how to get started, ways to keep learning and moving forward with your business. Going back to those SLM challenges, there is a couple others. Jumpstart with SLM, DocuSign, and if you are on a team, you can check those out. Moving down, Keller Cloud cheat sheets. Those are going to be, again, resources to kind of learn and go step by step through different items. And then the digital marketing tips are videos as well to kind of help with different things. Moving down, you'll find recorded training classes. If you don't want to go to the YouTube and kind of search for something, you can come here and look at these different playlists. These will redirect you to the YouTube, but it will kind of narrow down what you're looking for. So if you are looking for something that is DocuSign specific, you can click on that and it will redirect you to that playlist, which allows you to see the newest at the top and kind of get started. You'll also see some of our tip videos in here. So if there's something specific you're looking for there, you can find those too. Moving back, oops, too many times. So just a breakdown of each of those playlists. Um, Again, just saving you a little of time from searching through the YouTube. Agent support, we're going to spend a little bit of time here. These are, again, different things that as a new agent we can help you with. So good things to know, even if you're not ready to get started with them just yet. Always know that this is here and that we are always adding new items to this. This is a great place to come and see how we can help. The top one is going to be create a new bio. So we talked about that a little bit. If you would like a new bio, you can come here, fill out this form. There are two options. Do you have a bio or would you like us to write one for you? If you want us to write one, you can even include some items that you'd like highlighted in that bio. So gave some examples, specialize in single family homes, sports fan, whatever you want people to know about you, you can include those here and we can try to include them into your bio. And then you hit send. Any of our requests like this will generally take that 1 to 2 business days. Next, again, importing those contacts. We covered that just a little, but we can always import those, whether it is a month, 5 years, whatever down the road, we are here to help with those. Updating database contact information. This is a smart plan that you can set up put your contacts on to help kind of gather information that may need to be updated or is missing in your command. There's options. Always pay attention to those. Would you like to add all contacts to the smart plan? Do you want certain tags, or would you like to just send this yourself and we're just adding it to command for you? Okay. Monthly newsletter. We have a monthly newsletter that we can send out for you. It does need to be requested every month because we are creating new up-to-date content for it every month. Generally, it's available after the first, but always by the first week of the month. And you can fill this out and we can set that up. Same thing as the other smart plan. We'll always ask you, do you want certain tags, all contacts, or would you like to send it yourself? But again, just a great way to have a communication to your clients, and you don't have to really do any of the work. We're creating those every month for you guys. Free marketing templates. We're going to come back to this one. If you need help with API Nation setup, top producer import, again, smart plans, there are other smart plans we can help with. The spring clean and the updating contact are actually the same one, just kind of phrased a little different. So you can request those in either location. For the other smart plans, though, there are KWRI provided smart plans that we can add to your command for you. We list them out. You can either select the ones that you would like, or you can select that you would like all 10 added to your command. Okay. Moving down, some starting items, command setup. You should already have that if you went through our setup. But if you had any issues with any of these items or just need set up under a different account, you can fill these out. So DocuSign, if you want exporting contacts, importing, if you need help with updating your photo, there are a couple of different profiles and commands. So you can always reach out to us and we can change that for you. QR codes. If you'd like QR codes for any specific URLs, you can always reach out to us and we can create those. Again, bio updates, dot loop. Moving down, if you need some help with branding, leaving a team, updating a team, if you've changed market centers, social media, phone numbers, etc. There's a ton of different little items we can update for you. Again, KW has multiple profiles, so sometimes it can be a little tricky with where to update everything. So we're happy to go in and do that for you, save you a little time. Adding the calendar to Gmail. This may need to be changed. They've recently removed the Market Center Intranet, but we are happy to add the SLM calendar for you guys to your Gmail if you'd like. If you need an alias, forwarding, etc., you can ask for all of those here. All of these will redirect you to a similar form so we can get any information needed and set that up. This is a big one, website support. If you want help really making some updates to your website, you can come here. We have additional pages we can add. We can also help with testimonials, domain forwarding, setting up featured listings. If you want Google Analytics created and set up for you, you can come here. Um, School searches. We have a monthly blog that is similar to that monthly newsletter that we can add to your website each month. It's just a one-time blog with up-to-date monthly information. If you need open house sign-in sheets or preferred vendors added. If you are in an area that has NEO, you can request that here. You do have to have a subscription, so that is only available for certain areas, but you can come here and fill that out and we can get that set up. Moving down, build your business. These are those third-party platforms that we can help with. So Canva, Zoom, TidyCal, as well as that digital business card. Again, these will all redirect you to a form to fill out and we can get started on those items. Compliance. There are certain offices, states, things like that that require specific compliance to be included on your website. If you're in one of those states, usually those are added during our onboarding, but if you need help with any of those, you can come here and fill out the appropriate form and we can assist with that as well. And then, of course, if you're part of leadership, you can check out our support for leadership there. Question, a 16-digit code. You are most likely on an old setup. That 16-digit code is actually not needed to access your logins, and that is for our support team to get your setup completed. So you should be able to scroll down and find your logins, but you will not need that code. All right, guys, moving all the way back up. The next thing we want to take a look at is our marketing support, okay? So a few different items here. We have our agent concierge, and I'm sorry, I'm not hovering over it. Our agent concierge. We have Gemini, the monthly blog, which we already talked about, as well as the monthly newsletter. And we also have templates, okay? So we're going to go through each of these. This agent concierge is marketing that we can create for you. So we just need a few pieces of information. We'll take it and we will create a different or a piece of marketing for you. There's a few options when you're doing that. It will ask you all of the questions that you need to fill out. Market center. Is this for you or someone else? What is your name? Are you wanting to see our most popular designs or all of the designs that we have available? And then what type of marketing are you looking for to have created? Are you looking for a social post, a postcard, or a flyer? Would you like all three created? Once you select that, it's going to allow you to decide which design you like and you want to use. Flyers, you have that one as well. And then for postcards, so you can come in here, look through these, find the one you like, select it. You'll include the address. Grab the zip code really quick. What is the status of the listing that you need this creative for? Is it for sale, just sold, pending, under contract, open house, or just listed? You'll select that and it will prompt you with the next question. If it's open house, it's going to ask for the date and time. Anything else should ask you for your email next, okay? So we'll just put all right, and then your mobile number, you'll go ahead and add that. We'll just grab the one here. If you have a photo headshot you'd like to add, if you have a logo you'd like used, it's going to allow you to add any comments. If maybe this was a price reduction instead of a just sold or whatever, you can add any notes here. If our team is able to accommodate those changes, they will take a look and try to accommodate those. So any changes to whatever is in the design, you can notate here. And then you can review everything you've entered. You can change your designs if you want to. You can select a different one. And then once you're all done, you just hit submit. Again, these are 1 to 2 business day turnarounds. So if you're requesting marketing for an open house this weekend, you want to make sure you submit that with 2 days in between to get that created in time, okay? We always aim for faster than 1 to 2 business days, but it just depends on how busy our team is and how quickly we can get that back to you. So that is the agent concierge, okay? Um, Now we do have the free templates as well. These are templates that you can customize, okay? So you can come in and grab these. Um, you can edit them in Canva and use it yourself. So it will have a ton of different templates. You can find the one that you like and you can start editing. Okay. So you can edit any of these. Okay. So templates versus agent concierge. Templates are you customize and make them. Agent concierge, we do it for you. Now, when it comes to Gemini AI under that marketing tab, these are going to be some resources to learn how to use it, to different prompts that you can ask, kind of just how to get started with that Gemini. It should look like this in your KW email. You can also find it under these dots by looking for Gemini. Again, that monthly blog, it is the same as the one on the other page. This is just going to allow you to get to it a little faster without looking through all of those different support items. And the same for that monthly newsletter. You can come and fill this out and get that set up. All right, not too much more left to cover. Let me take a quick look at the chat. I do see one. Oh, you're welcome. Side message. The last thing I want to cover with you guys really quickly is a couple of things in Command. Okay, so let me get my Command platform open here. So if you're not familiar, you get to Command by going to agent.kw.com. That should log you in, or it should allow you to log in with that username and password from your setup. Keep in mind this home screen can be customized just a little bit. So if you are seeing different information on this home screen, that is okay. You just hit this customize. You can drag and drop what's important to you. You can turn certain things on or off. Whatever, again, is important to you to see first, you can go ahead and adjust that, okay? Now, there is, again, a couple of profiles in this platform that you want to pay attention to. The first one we're going to take a look at is going to be the My Profile. Now, this profile is primarily an internal profile. Most of this does not feed out. This does determine if you show up on the kw.com website or not, though. So if you have this turned off, you will not appear on that to be found as an agent. But on this profile, you'll edit, of course, your personal information, your bio, languages, service areas, specialties, designations. One thing I want to point out is your real estate license number. This is not something that you can edit within your own command. This needs to be edited by your market center staff, okay? They will need to activate you as an agent, add your license number. I like to mention here too, if you are seeing that your expiration date for your license is incorrect, they'll also need to update that in Command MC. Okay, so not something you can edit here, but definitely something you want to pay attention to make sure it is there and it is correct. If your license number is missing, it may also cause your branded app or website to not be branded. So just a good place to check for your license number as well as make sure that is turned on. Moving down your contact info, if you come down to the My KW, you'll find more of your KW information. We're not going to go through all of this, but you'll find your KW email if you have one set up, your logins, your recovery email. This is where a code is sent for you to actually log into your command. You'll need that. So if that is incorrect, you definitely want to make sure your staff updates that for you. You'll also find your personal information, beneficiary, profit share, your sponsor details, as well if you're in more than one KW office, you can set which one is your primary. Moving down, under My Affiliations, if you are not seeing MLS listings, you want to make sure you reach out to your staff and get your MLS ID added. If your MLS ID is not added, you may see some issues with it pulling in your listings or them syncing properly. So make sure this is added. Again, not something you can add. Your staff will need to do that. Lastly, under My Affiliations, you should see probably one, maybe two market centers. We are in a lot, so we have a ton, but you will see your market center here. You'll see your role, as well as your More ID and your start date. Again, make sure this role says agent and doesn't say administrative staff. If you see administrative staff and you are licensed, again, you can see some issues with those brandings on the website and app, because generally admins do not have those. So check those out. Moving back to our home, I'm going to check these questions really quick. I can show you the logos. Just give me a few minutes. Uh, Anna, is that the office, your market center specific logo that you're looking for? If so, we can go over logos. Yeah, give me just a second. We'll cover those before we end class. The last profile I want to show with you guys before we go into questions and wrap up is the one under websites, okay? So if we head to websites and we come to manage settings, this is your marketing profile. This is the profile that is going to feed over details to your website and to your app. So that my profile does not, this one does. So make sure all of your details here are updated. If you updated your photo under my profile and not under websites, under my photo, it's not going to update on your website. Same for your bio. If those are updated on the profile and not here, it's not going to update on your website. So make sure you go through this. You have your contact information where you can add your basics as well as your brokerage, photos, your preferences for your website. These are different things you can turn on or off. Your legal footer, again, if you are in an office that requires links, images, or text to be added, you can add those here. Your social media links, these are going to be the full public-facing URL. If you are on a team, you will see team referral links. If you are not, you will just see your app URL. Moving down, if you want to force registration on your site, meaning that they have to log in or create an account in order to view properties, you can turn that on here. And then lastly, your subdomain. So this is where you can update or edit that subdomain once that website is created. Okay? You do have to hit save under each of these to make those changes save. So under each different tab, you want to hit that save button after you make edits. Okay? All right. I'm going to go back to the home screen. And we had lots of questions on logos. So if you are looking to access your Market Center logos, that can be done in Connect, okay? So that is at the top of your command screen. It says Connect. If you come there, you can go ahead and just search logos. And it should be the top one that you see. So it's going to say logos and branding. Once that loads, if you click this giant image right here, it will redirect you to another site, okay? If we scroll down, you'll see Market Center logos. This is where you can click the Get Your Market Center logo, and it will open a file where you can search for your office. Now, these are not in numerical or alphabetical order, so the easiest way to find your office is by using Control F on your keyboard. And I'll drop this in the chat for you guys just in case. But if you hit Control F and you search your Market Center number, it's going to be a lot easier to find whatever office you're looking for. Once you find the office you're looking for, you have a preview link, which is this one here. It's going to allow you to open that and preview. Make sure that is the correct logo. And then you can also download that entire folder of logos. And once you do that, it's going to open a folder. Let me make sure you guys can see this. So give me just a second here. So we'll open a whole folder and we can go ahead and extract that. And I'm going to minimize this for a second. Once we extract that, we should have a folder that looks exactly the same. And we can go ahead and check out those logos. There are black and white ones with different colors and formats. And there are also colored ones with different colors and formats. Now, quick disclaimer, if you are not finding your office on this list, which some are not, reach out to your office staff. They'll be able to provide you your logo. Also, if you are not seeing that your office has all of the colors or formats available, not every office has every color and format. So what you see in these folders is what is available, okay? Um, Kelly, I'm not 100% on your question. If you want to share some more details on what you mean or what you're trying to accomplish, I can see how it can help. Um, For everyone else, that is a wrap on our new agent orientation. Again, if your office has orientation or your local association or something like that, make sure you attend those as well. They are going to be different. Um, if you have questions, stay, hang out. I'll go through any of those. If you don't have questions and you want to hop off, that is fine too. Thank you for coming. Hopefully this was helpful. And if anything comes up after you get off, you can always email us at support@scottleroymarketing.com. I'm going to go ahead and stop record and we'll go through any questions.